For most people, their phone is the device that is always with them. It's either in their pocket or within the reach. I'm guilty of this as well. Lately, I've been trying to leave it in other rooms and ignore it, especially when I have other people around. Unfortunately, in our day and age, we're all glued to our phones for some reason, whether it be the camera, texting, social media, any of the games that are on there, and so on. In today's video, we will discuss why you should disconnect and even some ways of how to disconnect from your devices. It's going to be tough, but you can do it. We can all do it. I've gathered some evidence from multiple sources, all of which I'll include links to down below. To start off, I want to tell you that this video is not about cell phones causing cancer. Even the FDA states that it believes that the weight of scientific evidence is not linked to exposure to radio frequency energy from cell phone use with any health problems at or below the radio frequency exposure limits set by the FCC. This video also isn't here to tell you that texting, use of social media, and switching songs on your phone while driving is bad. We all already know that, and we choose to handle that at our own discretion. Instead, this video will talk about your overall health habits, your eyes, mental state, and how younger generations are affected by mobile devices. To ease you into this, let's talk about germs. They're everywhere. They're in your car, they're at your work, in your bed, your bathroom, and so of course they're going to be on your phone, and your phone is going to harbor some of those nasty germs. The site onhealth.com even states that smartphones harbor viruses and bacteria like E. coli that can make you sick. They even suggest using alcohol-based wipes to clean your phone. I use those wipes, Germ-X, and even Windex to clean my phone. It's best to keep your phone clean, and even other articles that I have read also mention this. You probably don't need me or a chiropractor to tell you this, but looking down at your phone all the time causes neck strain. The neck strain issues include, but are not limited to, nerve pain in your back, your shoulders, and your arms, bad posture, and even headaches. Being on your phone too much can cause too much blue light exposure, which can interrupt your sleep as well as contribute to heart disease, obesity, diabetes, and other health conditions. The blue light doesn't just come from your phone, but also your TVs, your computer monitors, and even tablets. Too much time on your phone can cause what is known as trigger finger or trigger thumb. What happens is your thumb can get stuck in a bent position, and when it straightens out, it'll pop or snap. Sometimes you can even get pain in your thumb from this. What causes it is an inflammation in the tendon in the thumb itself. And you can find more information on this from onhealth.com and also the Best of Life online links that I've included down below. Your eyes are important to your daily life, so it's best to protect them. Blue light from your phone can also cause pain and strain inside your eyes. Your cornea can even become damaged and your vision can be impacted. Even temporary blindness can occur when you lay in your bed and play on your phone. Scientists at the University of Granada in Spain have linked sleep disruptions like the ones caused by your phone to obesity and diabetes. What happens is that these disruptions can prevent your body from producing hunger hormones that help your body regulate your appetite. Also, once you are asleep, your phone can emit blue light from notifications, and those can also disrupt your sleep unknowingly. According to Best Life Online, your phone could be causing you social anxiety. Feeling the need to respond to every notification can increase these anxieties. And also, kids and teenagers and other young adults, they can all be affected by stress and anxiety based on social media and things of that nature, which we'll discuss a little bit in a moment. Lots of people have also become addicted to their cell phones, some due to social media, some due to games, and several other reasons, but mostly constant contact is one of them. The withdrawal effects can be anxiety, insomnia, and depression, so be careful with that. Heavy phone and internet usage has been shown to lead to minds that have less concentration and likeliness to forget things. Awareness also decreases and weak focus is increased. This is a tough subject. It's not easy to tell parents how to raise their kids or even give suggestions. If you are a kid or a young adult watching this, or even a parent, please listen up. I highly encourage you to read this article, Cell Phone Addiction and Psychological and Sociological Health in Adolescence. Just like my other sources, I've posted the link below. I am only going to highlight the article by saying this. Too much time on our mobile devices can cause addiction to them, anxiety, depression, damage our sleep, and take a toll on our brains in so many aspects and eventually make us dependent on the device itself. People under 25 have developing brains, so this takes an even larger toll on them and can have a more harmful lifelong effect on children and teens. Save your kids' lifelong health and set boundaries and help them understand that constant cell phone use is horrible. Studies have even linked social media to damaging kids' brains. Just check out this article from Child Mind Institute. And also read this article by Great Good. I have also mentioned notes from an article from India Today, but they cover information about children as well. Social media is a huge topic for me. I'm going to list my opinions here, but there's a lot of research on why social media is not great. I've listed sources down below on how it affects kids. Check out the other research as well as the resources that I've provided you down below. Again, this is my opinion on the social media here. For me, social media is not so social. Sure, you can tell people what you're up to, and they can tell you what they're up to, and you can like, comment, blah, 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 blah. You already know how it goes. That's great and all, and for about 5 years, social media did bring us closer. But honestly, phones and social media are separating us more than ever. For example, it's killing kids' brains. People are more focused on their phone rather than their friends, families, kids, spouses. Horrible stuff gets shared, misinformation gets passed around because of the laziness of today's world. No one wants to double check the misinformation. And overall, our brains are filled with crap and mush. Most kids under 20 can't have a face-to-face conversation without anxiety, nervousness, concern, or even fidgeting. I've noticed this firsthand, and it's really sad. Honestly, social media makes us dumber, and that's why I have been cutting the cord with it lately. How am I doing that? Well, I deleted multiple social media accounts, starting with the ones that I noticed really messed with my mental state. I noticed like the more time that I spent on Twitter, oddly enough, the angrier I kind of got. So I was like, I'm going to get off that and delete Twitter. I've also deleted other social medias. And also I've been limiting the amount of time that I spend on other social networks. I'll go hours without picking up my phone and playing on social media. And I have an issue where I don't like seeing notifications on my phone. So instead of checking them, I've been clearing them or limiting the amount of apps that send me notifications so I don't get bothered as much. And it's helped out a lot. And honestly, I think it's what we all need to do. And we need to get kids more active in sports and off of social media and off of their phones. One last thing I'm going to say about social media and being online is about cyberbullying. Bullying has always been around and probably always will be. Bullying has not gotten worse. It's just gotten easier due to cyberbullying thanks to the internet. The best way to handle it is to disconnect from social media, even shut off your phone, and just ignore it. Obviously, speak to someone in a higher position to stop the cyberbullying, whether it's a school principal or a police officer, but they can only do so much. It's really up to you to make it harder for the bully. Remember, you can enjoy your life, and they're only picking on you because they have securities of their own, and that is not your fault. So be happy and do your best to ignore them. And really, that's all I've got to say about cyberbullying. So how can we fix these issues and change some of our habits and look out for our health? First off, spend less time on your phone. Find a hobby and invest time in it so you aren't always on your phone or need to look down at your phone and check it. Spend some time with family, spend some time with friends, spend time with your animals, play some sports, find things to do outdoors such as hiking. If you can't shut off the screen that easily, use apps like the iPhone Screen Time to help you out or any other screen time type of apps. Secondly, consult a doctor. Sounds weird, but go see how your eyesight is. Make sure your neck bones and muscles are good. Make sure they're not strained and they're in place. See what they suggest for limiting screen time and healthy activities that you can get out and do. And even find ways to help you naturally sleep better. Don't forget to adjust your posture. Sit better, stand better, and don't bend your neck so much whenever you're texting. Instead of looking straight down, kind of keep your phone out a little bit and, lift your head. Back off social media, delete some social media accounts, use screen time for most of your apps, especially your most used apps, and set your phone in another room. Keep your devices clean so you stay healthier. Use wipes and anything else to keep the germs away. Take suggestions from the attached articles as well. Most of them had some sort of suggestion in them, whether it's in the middle of the article or down towards the end, that could help you better disconnect. And if you need a few more good reasons as to why to do this, if I haven't convinced you so far, here you go. Your health, time with your kids, pets, friends, family, and as much as I hate to say this, just think about this. If your closest relative were to pass away today, somebody dear to you, would the time you spent with them versus the time you spend on your phone every day be worth it? I honestly look over the last year. I think you'll start seeing that you should probably back off your phone a little bit more and invest time with those that are around you at functions. Sometimes, trust me, family can be a pain to deal with. I know that. Phones can be a good escape, but sometimes bear with it. It'll make it worth it in the long run. But basically, what I'm trying to say is find a way to get past the phone and into the real world. Disconnect for your health, for you, for your family. That was a lot to go through. Thank you for sticking with me, and thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.